Sometimes you have a feeling or a thought or a situation and, you're trying to let it go and sometimes it doesn't go away. Sometimes it lingers and it stays there. I used to believe writing about it or talking about it was just adding, fuel to the flame. In order for this to go away, I can't talk about it, I can't write about it. I decided I think I need to just confront, let's just deal with it. Let's just talk about it, why not? And get as many songs as I can out of this situation. This song, I heard Camper playing the chords. I just remember hearing the groove and feeling like this feels really good. And it felt like it kind of lingered, like you don't want it to stop. And I remember Ty was singing a melody. I thought he was singing Back of My Mind. And I think I just heard that because that's what I really wanted to say. Most of it is real. Most of it is just conversation, like straight conversation, something I would actually say. Or it's an exaggerated version of the truth. So, I'm a hopeless romantic. So there's certain things I may say, but I would never say that to the person. Or it's really not that deep. It's really not that serious. But it may be that serious to me. Oh, when it gets to me, I be thinking way too hard about our history. Oh, you ain't answer, you was gone, you a mystery. Oh, when it gets to me, it's like this feeling doesn't happen all the time. I'm an overthinker, and I'm also somebody that loves to reminisce. So when I say I be thinking way too hard about our history, it's damn, you're really sitting there something happens and then it kind of just fades away and you're like, what was that? I don't know. Does it matter? It shouldn't, right? It shouldn't matter. I should've never got involved with you. I set it off with you. I set it off with you. Should've never got involved with you because mistakes are made. People get hurt. Things happen. And, sometimes it's not a good situation to begin with. And you're just going with it. And you knew in the first place that you shouldn't have. Sometimes it's that regret, I should have known. I think I knew and I just kind of let myself go anyways, and that's okay. You learn from that too. And I think it's mostly regretful because you're sitting here overthinking it. Anything you have to sit and overthink, you're like, damn, I should have never, I wouldn't be here if I would have listened to myself. I barely talk to you. I never asked where we was going, might get lost with you. I never let you pay for nothing when you offer to. I'll even make the reservation, who's that calling you? If I was having this conversation with that person right now and we were face to face, in the back of my mind, whoever you're with is going to be calling you or is going to be thinking about who you're with. Is that your new thing? That's your new thing. Tell me, are you into new things, into new things? Baby, it's a few things, it's a few things. Let me tell you, you still. When you slowly drift from somebody and then you either see on social media or you hear that there's, somebody else, you're kind of like, okay. And then you're like, I wonder where their mind is at, even deeper than who this person is. I wonder where you are, what you feel, what space are you in a new relationship, or if you were even ready for that. You still in the back of my mind, the back of my mind, and I'm still the greatest of all time. In the back of your mind, but you won't say it, so never mind. Another time, another life. I think about you, but I know there's no way that you don't think about me as much as I think about you, if not more, because I'm the greatest of all time. Let's just put it that way. You're not moving forward with whatever this is. You're not thinking about whatever this is, or not thinking about it. You're not talking about whatever this is. And I'm not, so we'll just leave it at that. So never mind. I can't say, won't cross the line, and acting like I'll be alright. Oh, when you next to me, always gotta try to hold back this energy. From jumping to conclusions, I be looking stupid. I'll make it hard for you, you make it hard for me. When you're in a room with somebody that you have tension with, and you just I don't like this. I'm finding myself not knowing how to act, or I know if I'm alone with you, then it's a problem. I always gotta try to hold back the energy because there is an energy. I always gotta try to hold it back and not show you and surrender to it either, because you may take advantage of it, or I may take advantage of it, just human nature. As a girl, as a woman, we tend to like, oh, maybe he's this, maybe it's that, maybe it's this, or what could it be? And sometimes it's not that complex in their minds. Like, it's very straight to the point, and it is what it is. If you have to question it, it's a red flag, period. Like, that's a red flag. If you have to question it, if you have to guess, there's no clarity, red flag. Right there. Oh, just the thought of you, almost got caught with you. And still I won't admit that I would drop it off for you. Still got some shit that's at my crib, I drop it off for you. I'll play the part for you, that's if you want me to. Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of pride. And I don't know if I would drop it all. When I do feel this, I would drop it all. But then I come to my senses and realize it's not what it is. It's not what it should be. That's how we do things, how we do things. Tell me, does your new thing, does she do things for you? Oh, it's a few things that I wanna say you still. It was never an ideal situation, it was never a good situation to begin with. That's how we do things, like, this ain't nothing new. Like, we've been through this. We've been going through this up and down thing. So it's not even nothing new. Does your new thing, does she do things for you? You really think about that. Like, I wonder, like, what's the dynamic there? Or like, what does she have? Sometimes you think that I don't, or I guarantee you it's not what this could have been, So of course you have those thoughts. This is what you're really feeling. Like, there's no running away from that. You can't escape that. And so that's how it played into being the title of my album, and realizing a lot of these songs that I was writing were feelings or things that I tried to escape or tried to avoid. And you can't avoid what you feel. It comes out in other ways regardless. And for me, it's music.